All right, fine, everyone. I caved, okay? I got TikTok. And now that I have it, I understand why everyone likes it so much because I can't stop looking at it. I feel like I've been sending TikToks to everyone and everyone's sick of me. But one of the categories that I didn't know existed on TikTok is food related. There's so many food videos and now I want to sit down and I want to test a bunch out and see if they're good. So make sure you like, subscribe, click on the little bell notification, and let's dive into some food TikToks. Okay, so the first one I want to test out is supposed to be like a healthy Sour Patch Kids type of alternative. And basically it is taking green grapes, which we did have, as well as lime juice, putting them on top. You can either do the grapes straight from the fridge or you can do them from the freezer. Cut some of these in half. I also have frozen ones, so we're gonna test that out as well. In the actual TikTok, they did use like a real lime. I don't have real lime, so we're gonna do the fake lime. Real lime juice from concentrate. I'm gonna do a little bit on there. Let us taste. What? It is reminiscent of a Sour Patch Kid. That's crazy. Ooh, that's good. I may do this for my grapes forever now. Oh, that's so good. Wow. Frozen grape time. Do I like it better frozen? I don't know. I feel like I get more of the lime flavor from the refrigerated grapes than from the frozen ones. Down to the consistency of the inside of the grape is a little bit like the gummy consistency of a Sour Patch. Does it replace it? No. But does it feel like have that it's almost like if you were, okay, stay with me here. If you think back to the memory of what a particular food tastes like and you're like, yeah, that kind of has a sound like a memory kind of feeling to it. It's not what I meant to say. I feel like I'm not going to explain this well. These taste to me the way if you smell something that is reminiscent of your childhood, kind of brings you back to that memory. It's like that level of separation for me. Does that make any sense at all? Been inside too long. Wow. We're off to a promising start, everyone. What kind of stuff do you guys like to watch on TikTok? Is it like dog videos? There are a lot of really good dog videos. And goats? Is it dance stuff, comedic stuff, makeup hacks, food related? Like, let me know. Oh, my oven's kind of open. What's in here? Oh, a chicken! It's late in the day. Dinner is on. Okay. The next one, oh, I want to keep eating these grapes. Guys, get them away from me. The next recipe is for the Dalgona coffee, which has been this huge viral thing, I feel like, that was brought to TikTok, and it looks so satisfying watching it being made. And I don't care that it's almost dinner time because I want to drink it. So the Dalgona coffee, it seems, is a whipped coffee beverage. So it's a whipped frothy topping and you put it on top of milk with ice cubes in it. And it's like it can be, I think, used like with hot milk or cold milk. I'm gonna do cold milk today, but I think this is gonna be a fun recipe, and if it tastes good, one that I can experiment with, which I'm kind of excited about. So I have right here a bowl. I almost threw this up in the air to catch it. Glass, that would have been terrible. And then I have some instant coffee from probably testing some other videos. This is a medium roast. There actually isn't that many ingredients that go into this coffee, which I kind of like. So if it is something that is tasty, I feel like a lot of people have instant coffee in their home. So maybe this is a good, stay home social distancing beverage. If you do make this, again, tag me on Instagram. I see all of your raspberry cream muffins in it. Makes me so happy. We can bake together still. Quarantine can't bring us down. So I need 2 tablespoons of the coffee. And then to that, I need to add 2 teaspoons, I think. Yeah, 2 teaspoons of sugar. Ooh, I need to boil water. Spoiler alert. You're gonna need boiled water. 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. Oh, I just realized I just added 1 tablespoon of coffee. Right? Did I get that right? It's 2 tablespoons. Yes, it is. Okay, here we go. 1 more tablespoon of instant coffee. And then it seems like depending on what recipe you look at, all of the proportions are a little different. So some say 2 tablespoons of sugar, some say 2 teaspoons, and then boiling water, it's like add a little bit versus like a solid measurement of 2 tablespoons. So I think this is something that if you are going to experiment with it, it's going to kind of depend on personal preference. So I'm going to start with the one that I've seen And I'm gonna build off of that depending how it turns out. Chris says to check the chicken temp. Okay, give me a chicken. So I'm gonna see what 1 tablespoon of boiling water looks like in here. I mean, I don't know why I said I'll see what it looks like. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm gonna put a towel to the side here so I don't spray myself. By the way, you have to beat this for about 2 minutes, just so you know. Okay, my electric mixer is getting a little bit like hot to the touch. It's not good, is it? It seems like a lot more people are using more sugar than the one that I watched. So clearly I watched the wrong one. And it's supposed to froth up more if you add more sugar, I think. So I'm gonna try it. Hopefully this doesn't ruin it. So let's try this again. So it's giving me like a thick paste. Okay, I'm gonna try my stand mixer. Because I find sometimes this thing doesn't give me really good like whipped cream either, or it takes a lot longer. All right, 10 aggravating minutes later. I think I have the consistency that I'm looking for, but it took a minute. I needed to add a little bit more hot water, a little bit more sugar. So I think 2 tablespoons of each is what we kind of want to go for in terms of consistency, because that looks pretty good to me. All right, let's get the rest of this going. We're gonna add some milk and then putting the beautiful whipped coffee on top. Clean this off, make it look aesthetically pleasing. So now let's spoon this mixture on top. Ooh, it does not make a lot though, I will say that. Ta-da! The foam on top is very like mesmerizing to look at. It's more of like a thick goo than it is a foam. Let's mix it. Ooh. And the top, I bet, is like super, super intense. Oh! Yeah, don't do that, please. That's very good. Pleasant iced coffee taste. I like it. I like it. Would I make this again? Absolutely. I think this would be a really, really good summer beverage in particular. Like, this is really good. And I think I might try it as the whipped hot chocolate version as well, because you can do that as well. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. So now I'm gonna enjoy this and also dinner, which is an interesting combination. And I'll see you guys for breakfast. All right, it's the next day. Technically it is the 3rd day, but I didn't film on the 2nd day because I was editing and cleaning up Legos. So many Legos all over my house, guys. It's like they're playing a scavenger hunt to see how many Legos I can step on. But I'm still really curious about this whipped hot chocolate or whipped cold chocolate, sort of a play on the Dalgona coffee sans coffee. So what I'm gonna need for this is, I actually changed over. I had a stainless steel bowl, but now I have a glass one because I feel like then we can see hopefully it like getting all frothy and fun looking. So for this, it's gonna be super, super simple. We're doing 2 tablespoons of cocoa, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and then 4 tablespoons of heavy cream. I noticed in the comments that people were saying to use heavy cream, not milk, which is what it said in the recipe. But you're gonna get a nicer, frothier texture if you use cream for this portion of it. All right, I'm gonna give this a quick little mix up, and then we shall try to froth it. All right, so that was a little infuriating. I did not get any sort of thick consistency to like create this frothy like effect. It just eventually broke. It still tastes good though. I'm still gonna use it with like a hot chocolate moment, but I have an idea. So what I'm gonna try instead is I'm gonna take the whipped cream and I'm going to whip it to like halfway, and then I'm gonna add the other ingredients. And I might try icing sugar with the cocoa powder this time because it's a little finer and I'm not gonna get that graininess, I think. I pulled out my container of icing sugar and it had me fooled. This is a clear container. I open it up and it's empty. Fill it up since I'm here. Let's get the whipping cream going. The whip. All right, now to this, let's add in the icing sugar here. and the cocoa powder. Mixing this, see what happens. This is looking more like it. Because I mean, essentially what you're making is chocolate whipped cream, right? Let's just call it what it is. Excellent. Let's get some milk. I don't know how everyone gets so much out of their whipping process. Like not even close. Maybe I just have a giant glass. I don't understand. Doesn't look very cute. I can get it to float to the top. Oh, no, it's not looking good at all. I definitely didn't get whatever that girl did. Maybe I have to mix it by hand. That's the only way to get it frothy. I don't know. I'm a little sad about it, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's still gonna be good. I'm just, man. Well, I prefer the coffee one though. That one seemed to meld into the milk really well. This one is quite chunky. It's still really good though. Although now that I drink this, I'm wondering, did they use like hot chocolate mix and not cocoa powder the way like I would think cocoa powder is? All of the chunkiness does meld away as I continue to stir that. So that's good. It's delicious. Okay, now we're gonna move on to a sandwich recipe. And it looked really cool when the guy was making it. I was like, I wanna do it. It's like French toast and an egg sandwich melded together. But I'm gonna need to go over here for that because stove. So come this way. Make sure if you are ever doing any recipes with eggs to always use a non-stick pan like this guy. Otherwise you will hate yourself. Ugh. Tall girl problems. Here we go. Annoying. Is that better? You can kind of see me. Okay. So we're gonna start with, it looked like 2 eggs. It's the only thing about TikTok videos is that I have no idea what the measurements are. I do know there were 2 slices of bread though. So we're gonna start 2 eggs and I'm going to scramble them up. 2 Eggos. Woohoo! Really trying to get it as whisked up as possible. All right, we're gonna salt it. Super controversial for eggs. Some people don't like to salt their eggs. Some people do. I like to salt them, okay? We'll add pepper later. Now we're going to turn on the stove and do medium heat. I don't know. Oh, I need butter. This went pretty quickly. I'm actually gonna, I'm gonna zoom in. I want you guys to actually see what's happening here. We're gonna swirl the butter all over. And this is mostly for flavor because it is non-stick. All right, this is gonna go fast, I think. So hope everyone's prepared. By everyone, I mean me. So we're going to pour this in, swirl it a little bit. And then they did 1 slice of bread. They dipped it on one side, flipped it over. Oh, it's already losing egg, it's fine. One side, flip, other side. So I'm gonna let this hang out for a second until it's fully set on the bottom, which it almost basically seems to be. How are you supposed to flip this? And the person like flipped it all at once. How do you do that? Maybe I didn't use enough egg. I don't know, we're gonna find out, I guess. Okay, so they took the whole thing, oh my gosh, and flipped it. Oh, did you see that, everyone? I did it. And they let it cook on the other side, like so. You could probably add cheese in here too if you wanted, or like some other things. I don't know, if you want. And then, once it was cooked, they folded all the, get in there, folded all the sides in. Okay, so clearly I didn't use enough egg, but that's fine. This is the first attempt. Like, it's still kind of eggy. There. And then they folded it over. Boom, egg sandwich. Now we're just gonna let this crisp up on both sides. It's pretty cool, right? It's not just me that thinks that's cool. Let's see, is it crispy on the other side? Not quite. Maybe I'll put a little butter in the bottom. Like grilled cheese vibe, you know? All right, it kind of got golden, not a ton though. Let's take this off and taste test it then. All right. It looks pretty good. Like a little simple. I'd probably zhuzh it up with some stuff. Oh, I forgot to add pepper. This is speed round cooking. But is she good? Let's find out. I feel like it might be better if I had more egg. So I would say 2 is too few. I would do 3+. But it's kind of interesting because it has French toast vibes on the outside but then egg on the inside. But it needs more. It needs like a salsa or cheese or just something. Like, nah. Chris, you want to try it? I made an egg sandwich, but in a French toast way. Did I show you this one?
I thought it smelled like French toast.
Taste test.
It looks good.
You like it?
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. I felt like there wasn't enough egg. There wasn't any like seasonings because it just tastes like bread and like unflavored French toast to me.
This is croque monsieur or croque madame-esque. Can't remember which one doesn't have an egg on top. I don't know my croques.
I think it's really cool to make. Like, it was pretty easy, but like, I don't know. Chris really likes it, so maybe it's really good.
Yeah. It needs cheese.
That's what I said.
It definitely needs cheese, but like the base is there. It's good. Also, I haven't eaten anything yet today, so...
Is it as good as the grapes, though?
Yeah, I prefer this to the grapes. But I like savory more than sweet. The grapes were impressive.
They were so good.
Yeah.
They're way better. I'm just saying. So I'll let you can eat the rest of
Yeah,
it.
I'm having none. That's good.
You haven't eaten anything today. It's like 11:30.
I had coffee.
If I don't eat as soon as I wake up in the morning, I am deceased. I guess you fall into two camps. You either don't want food in the morning, first thing, or you need it to survive. I am over here. So what ingredients do I need for these? Okay, so I need 3 eggs, sugar, milk, vegetable oil. I didn't even tell you what the recipe is. This is a recipe for the fluffy Japanese style pancakes, and I've made them before in a rice cooker and I didn't like that, but I really like the idea of them and I think they'd be really good. So this particular TikTok has 3 million views, which is one of the higher number of viewed food related videos that I've seen, and it look really good, and so I'm gonna make them today. So the first thing we need, 3 egg whites, and then I'm gonna put the yolks in here, although I only need 2 of them. No! Egg got stuck to my container. Well, I'll make that one into a fried egg then. Let's hope I separate these out okay. Boop. All right, so egg whites, go to the side. We're gonna deal with them in a minute. And then to the egg yolks, we're gonna add in a little bit of milk. Again, I don't have amounts, so I'm just sort of eyeballing it. A bit of vegetable oil, and then a little bit of vanilla. Whisk this stuff together. I cannot tell you how many times I had to watch this video over to make sure I knew what I was doing. I was like, wait, what? How many yolks? Sifted what? How is it? I'm gonna sift in a little bit of flour at a time to try and get the same level of consistency that he has. Start with that, I guess. Ooh, I should be using chopsticks. That's how he did it in his video. All right, so I'm just mixing this together. This is feeling quite thick in terms of a batter. I think I'm gonna add some more milk to this, kind of thin it out. Add a little more milk, maybe a little vegetable oil, and then we mix. All right, this feels a little bit, yeah. See how it sort of creates that sort of streaky effect all the way across and then blends in? I think that's what we're looking for. So I'm gonna set this off to the side, and then we're gonna move on to the egg whites, and we're going to fluff them up, and that's what's gonna give the pancakes that height. And for that, we need old Franny. Where'd she go? Oh, she's under here. Oh, no, she's not. She's back here. So now that we got Francesca out, we're gonna add the 3 egg whites to here. Then I'm gonna add just a little bit of white vinegar. Get that in there. All right, now we're gonna add some sugar until it starts almost looking like a cloud-like meringue. All right, let's see. Is this fluffy enough? Ooh, so close. Beautiful. Okay, now all we need to do is just like fold this into the batter, and then I can make pancakes. Look how good that looks though. Oh. All right, so I'm gonna put this lovely cloud-like mixture right in, and it's gonna get folded in to the pancake batter. Oh, she gonna be so fluffy. Look at all that fluff though. All right, that looks basically, I'm just looking for a seamless, even color. So I think we're good to go. Now we need to pipe it, apparently. Feels a little bit extra, but I'm into it. I'm gonna use a bag for this. Fill her up. Okay. Let's do this. So once the batter was in, I cooked it for 3 minutes on one side with a lid over top of it to cook all the way through. Flipped them over, and now I have my pancakes here. They deflated a little bit. I should have beat the egg whites a little bit longer just to make them stiffer, because that would have given me more height. But you know what? I have pancakes. That is something I will learn for next time though. So let's get some butter on these and some maple syrup. 100% real maple syrup. Don't even bother making pancakes if you don't have this stuff. I'm telling you, it makes all the difference. Now my sisters-in-laws actually make their own maple syrup. So really, I mean, this isn't even close to that. These taste great. So proud of myself. I would say the biggest difference between these and the classic pancakes that I would normally have is that these are a lot fluffier. They have this light airiness to them, but still at the same time feel hearty like a pancake. But they don't have that strong eggy consistency that I got from the rice cooker one that I attempted. This one just, it feels like a really soft and fluffy pancake. These are really good. I'm just gonna keep eating these. Kind of glad Chris isn't here. Now I can eat all of these. I have to say, out of everything that I tried, the grapes shocked me the most. I wasn't expecting to love that as much as I did, and I actually gave it to my kids and they loved it. So I'm just saying, green grapes, if you can find them, and lime juice, so good. I feel like I need to try some more TikTok food hacks though. If you find any, send them to me because I need to know. Because these are fun, and for the most part, they all worked, which is so rare when you compare it to most of the 5-minute craft or tasty ones that I try. Oh no, there's no pancakes left. Okay, they deflated a little bit. So this one isn't as good as the last one. But it's good, right?
It's good.
This one wasn't as fluffy as the other one was.
No.
I should have beat the egg whites a little bit more, so they were just a little bit stiffer.
It's a delicious pancake, absolutely.
Thank you. And I still have some more batter, so I can make some more, okay?
All right.
Yay.
Make me another one of those egg sandwiches, please.
Can't believe you like those.
That was good.
No, they
Throw
were.
some ham, some cheese on there.
Ooh, ham. That. Okay, now I'm on board. If there are any TikTok food hacks out there that you think I should do, let me know in the comments because these were all really good. I'm impressed. I hope you guys are all doing well and having a great weekend, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you all. Mwah.